Hi, I'm Bill McGregor. I'm the 2004 NFL Coach of the Year. I am the head varsity football coach at DeMatha Catholic High School, and I've been the head coach at DeMatha for 26 years. And it's really a great honor, a great privilege to be here this morning and be able to share a few ideas in terms of how we teach the game of football with the running backs. What I'd like to start with here this morning, okay, is teaching the running backs, okay, the two-point stance. Everything in the game of football begins with a stance. And if you have to have a proper stance in order to be a good football player. So right now I'm going to bring two running backs out, and we're going to go over the two-point stance. All right. First off, we're going to have two guys come out here. Okay. Now with the two-point stance, we have to start with the feet and work our way up. First off, feet are parallel about shoulder width apart. Okay, now from there, all we're going to do is bend, and we have to have a bend at the ankles, okay, bend at the knees, okay, bend at the hips, shoulders square, head up. Now, if you take a look at the two-point stance, basically what you have is really your breakdown position. There's really not much difference between the two-point stance of a tailback and the breakdown position. If you take a look, feet are parallel, pointing straight up field. Bend at the ankles, bend at the knees, bend at the hips, bend at the shoulders, and head is square. Now, it's really important, okay, as a running back, okay, that your shoulders are square and your head is looking straight ahead. Now, as we come out of a stance, though, one of the things we want to do is be able to make a pre-snap read. So what we're going to do, we're going to come out of our stance and be able to scan the defense from left to right. Okay, now we have an idea of where the hole is going to open up and where we have a chance to run the football. The tailback is going to be the main ball carrier, okay? Now our main blocker is going to be the fullback. Now we're going to ask the fullback to come forward, okay? Now our fullback stance is going to be a little bit different, okay? Instead of the two-point, we're going to put him in a three-point stance. And again, we're going to start with the feet parallel to the line of scrimmage, okay, shoulder width apart, okay. Again, we're going to bend at the ankles, bend at the knees, okay. Now, all we're going to do in order to get into three-point stance is the same thing as we do with the lineman. We're going to drop into a four-point stance first, both hands down, okay, and then we're just going to take our right arm, if we're going to be in a right-hand stance, and rest it on the thigh. Rest it on your thigh, okay? Take your right arm, rest it on the thigh. Now, there's a major reason why we rest our arm on the thigh. If we come out and put our hand on the thigh, like so, what can happen is our shoulders can dip one way or the other. So therefore, what we want to do, we want to rest our hand on the thigh. Now our shoulders are going to be square. Okay, we want our shoulders square and we want our head up. Now, from the three-point stance, you want to be able to see out of the top of your helmet, and you have to be able to see again what the defense is going to make how the defense is going to make their alignment. So we should be able to come up in our three-point stance, be able to scan the field from left to right, okay, and be able to make our pre-snap read. If we're going to be successful running the football, the one thing we do not want to do is turn over the ball. All right, now we're going to go over how to take a handoff, all right? Again, we're just going to take this from a two-point stance, all right? Our feet are parallel again. Our feet are working upfield. We're going to bend at the knees, all right? And bend at the hips, shoulders are square. Now, on the side of the handoff, all we're going to do is take our inside arm. So if we're handing off over here to the left, we're going to take our inside arm, and it's going to come across the chest, okay, we're going to turn our thumb down, okay, and open our fingers. All right, we're going to take our inside hand, it's going to go across your belly like so, okay, to form a pocket right here. Okay, now what has to happen is the quarterback has to be able to put the ball into the placement of the pocket. All right, but a couple important coaching points. Number one, on the side of the handoff, that elbow has to be up. Okay, so the quarterback has the opening to get the ball in. He want the arm parallel with the line of scrimmage, thumb down, fingers spread. The bottom arm, okay, is going to form a cup, okay, arm across the belly, hand up, and fingers open. All right, so this would be for a handoff to the left. All right, now if we would go over here with a handoff for the right, it's exactly the same, okay, but just the opposite arm is up. Okay, now we're going to lift our left arm up, okay? And this arm will form the pocket. Hand across the chest, thumb down, fingers spread. Your outside arm now will be the receiver, okay, with the cup on the bottom, all right? And this will be done with fingers spread and arm across the bottom here.
Hello, my name is Sean Moore. I'm a former NFL quarterback with the Denver Broncos, University of Virginia, and now currently the quarterback coach at St. Albans School for Boys in Washington, D.C. I'm here today to talk about the quarterback position. Quarterback position is the most important position on the field, and everything starts with the center quarterback exchange, which initiates each offensive play. And what we'll talk about today is getting the ball from the center, and from that point, moving forward into an offensive play. Quarterbacks, I want my quarterback standing nice and tall in the pocket with a shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart, thumbs together. And I'm assuming everyone's a right-handed quarterback, so I want the right hand pressing up against the butt with the left hand right beside it with the thumb together. And nice and tall, eyes downfield at all times, and we'll go on the first sound. Set. The ball should come up where the hands, actually the fingertips are right on the threads, okay? So if I have to throw the ball, I'm already in position, and if I'm running a running play, I have the ball right here in my hand ready to run. Now let's try this again. Go over this again, quarterback, nice and tall, eyes downfield, hand against the butt, nice and firm, thumbs together, set. And we'll bring the ball, now on running plays, what we'll do is we'll bring the ball right into our chest, right here, right into our belly. If it's a pass play, I want the ball right underneath the chin, okay? So we'll go first step on a run. Go get down, Jeff. Nice and tall, shoulder width apart, eyes downfield, and we'll assume this is a running play, so we'll bring the ball right to the belly. Set. Right here to the belly, okay? Right here to the belly. If it's a pass play, go ahead, Jeff, one more time. Same thing. Every time I want the quarterbacks going through the same routine every time. Nice and tall, eyes downfield, set. Right here, underneath the chin if it's a pass play. As a center, and all quarterbacks want the ball the same way every time, okay? So we want the laces coming back into the quarterback's hand, right in the palm of his hand, right in the V of his hand, okay? So as a center, when I get into my stance, my head is up, I'm in a football position, and I'm turning the ball as I'm snapping it, okay? And it's like that every single time, all right? Turning the ball as I'm snapping it, and if I grab it outside the laces and turn it, he'll get his fingertips on the laces when the ball's coming back, okay? So I get the ball, I find the laces, identify the laces, I know how my quarterback wants the ball, okay? And I'm popping it to my butt every time. Popping it to my butt every time, okay? Every single time. All right, Jeff, go ahead, pop it. Pop it right to the back of that hand. He wants to feel it pop in his hand. Set. Exactly. All right. You see how he's getting the ball? He's getting the ball with the laces right in his fingertips. Pop it to his hand. Set. Good job. Good job. Are you getting the ball on you? You getting the ball with your laces right here in the fingertips? Okay. Set. This is the initiation of an offensive play. This is the most important aspect of an offensive play. It starts right here between the quarterback and center exchange. All right, let's get one more. Now, as a quarterback, when making the handoff, it is very important that the quarterback seats the ball into the pocket. Give me the pocket again. Once again, yesterday, as we were talking about the quarterback fundamentals, the ball comes into the belly. Ball comes in, the quarterback seats the ball in the belly, and he seats the ball right in the pocket. And I want the quarterbacks to look the ball into the pocket, all right? Once the ball is secure, and the back secures the ball, then the quarterback will ride it out with the hand and bring his hand back. Bring his hand back for actually a play action pass. So come back again. Always remember, as a quarterback, it is quarterback's #1 responsibility in the running game to seat the ball into the pocket, okay? So once again, we'll go through it one more time. Once the quarterback seats the ball, it is his job. A lot of times when you see balls on the ground and fumbles, it is due to the quarterback not seating the ball, watching the ball in. Now, obviously, let me see the ball one more time. Obviously, when the elbow is down, it's still the quarterback's responsibility to get the ball into the pocket. Now, the running back's responsibility is to keep his arm up, but it's the quarterback's responsibility to put that ball in, seat the ball into the pocket.
A great drill, okay, a great drill that we can run to secure the handoff is just a handoff drill with the running backs. So we can take one running back facing this way, the other running back facing this way, and we can get about maybe 5 yards apart. We're going to start the handoff right here with the placement. This will be a handoff going left, all right? With the handoff going left, arm is up, right? Bend, okay? Now, as you bend, you do not want to bend forward here, okay? You want to have your head up, shoulders square. Now, I'm going to simulate the quarterback placing the ball in the pocket. So as we step, here comes the ball, okay, in the pocket. He should be able to feel that, and we'll take it and be able to do the ride all the way through, okay? All right, now, let's go again. Now, if we're going opposite direction, this way, okay, opposite hand will be up. I'm going to do with this running back right here. I'm going to step up, place, put the ball in his pocket, right, be able to ride him, shoulders are square, and just take him all the way through with the handoff. Now, I've seen games won and lost because the ball is not secured properly. All right, now I'm going to show you the difference between good ball security and bad ball security. First off, okay, the ball has been placed, the running back has taken a hand off, okay, clamp it, all right? Now, what he's going to do, once he receives the handoff, he's going to put the ball in the arm away from what we call traffic. In other words, he's going to put the ball in the arm away from where the defenders are coming from. All right, so if a handoff is occurring over here to the right, okay, and we have more defenders coming this way, what the tailback wants to do then is slide the ball across his chest and secure it. Now, there are 4 major points of security. Number 1, the hand has to be across the tip of the ball. Okay, it has to be across the tip to make sure it's tight on you. The second thing that has to happen is his arm, okay, has to take the ball and protect it and put it tight to his body. The third thing that has to happen, right, is that the ball has to be tucked back in tight on the bicep. The fourth thing that has to happen is you want the ball raised high, okay, so high and tight. Now watch. I'm a defender trying to punch the ball, right? I cannot get that ball out, and I'm hitting it pretty hard right here. All right, now, we've just taken a handoff, okay? And now we're not holding the ball properly, okay? Now, we don't have it secured over the tip, or maybe it's away from the body a little bit out in here. Now, I'm a defender coming out to try to knock the ball off. Ball comes out right away. All right, let's take a look at it one more time. Ready? Ball done properly. Hand over point along the arm, tight security, ball high, ready, try to knock the ball out, basically impossible, right? Now, ball not done properly, right? Hand out, right? Now watch how easy to pop the ball. Okay, so again, if you're going to be a good running back, we've executed the entire play, we have done so much. The thing we don't want to do right now is turn the ball over, protect the football.
All right, so we're assuming it's a run. We're assuming it's a dive, okay? Right or left side. When the quarterback gets the ball, we're placing it right in his belly, okay? And our elbows are in tight, okay? As the back is coming, we extend the ball out to the back, and once the back clears, then we come and we continue our fake, okay? But first and foremost, ball's gathered, we'll bring it to our belly, we're step, and we extend the ball, okay? Elbows are in tight the entire time, okay? In, extend the ball, and then we'll continue with our fake, okay?
Sit.
Nice and tight. We'll keep it in. Let's keep it in here until the back gets there, okay? Then we extend the ball.
Sit.
Good job. If we're going to do a reverse pivot, let's just assume we're running, say, a toss sweep, all right? So the ball, as the ball comes up, we seat the ball in here with our elbows nice and tight. We reverse, and we'll keep the ball in nice and tight, okay? And then we'll release the ball. Just release the ball nice and easy to our back, okay? That's a reverse pivot. Most of our runs, either we're open 2 we're open 2 where we bring our elbows nice and tight, and we're going to that side. Over reverse pivot, our elbows are in tight, we get the ball here, and it's reverse, and we'll carry out our action. Let's do a reverse pivot and say it's a toss sweep. Good job, good job. Good job. All right, let's go the other way. Let's say it's a toss to the left side. So you reverse off your left foot. Reverse pivot off your left foot. Good job. Good job. Way to keep the ball in tight. Way to keep those elbows in nice and tight.
Okay, right now, we're going to go over 4 plays, and I think if you can run these 4 plays, you can have an offense on any level. It can be with 7 or 8-year-olds, it can be with 11 or 12-year-olds, it can be with high school players. And these are 4 of the plays that we run and 4 of the plays that we put in our offense every year. And I've been at DeMatha for only 26 years, so you can see how much I believe in these 4 plays. All right, first off, we're going to start with a fullback dive. So I'm going to ask two fullbacks to come up here. All right, and we're going to have one on this hash, one on the other, over here a little bit further, all right? Now, the alignment of the fullback is very important, okay? We want the fullback, his feet 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. So we're gonna call this the line of scrimmage right here. We're going to move you back 3 yards. 1, 2, one more, 3 yards. All right, so his feet are at 3 yards. Our fullback, okay, is in a 3-point stance. So you want him down in the 3-point stance, all right? Now, on the fullback dive, okay, we want to get the ball to the fullback and have it as a quick hitting type of play, all right? So his first step is going to be with his inside foot, okay? If we're in a fullback dive to the right, his first step is with his inside foot, and that's called a push step. Okay, a push step. So he's going to push off his inside foot, all right? He's going to take his first step with his right foot. So he's going to step with his right foot, use the push. Ready? Step. Okay, good. Now, as we step, what do we want to do? We want to form the pocket. Now, notice this, okay? The chest has to come up a little bit right here to give the quarterback the pocket. We don't want to bend. Okay, because if you just bend at the waist, right, you can see you've reduced the pocket. So all we're going to do is go fullback dive to the right here.
Okay.
Sit. All right, now the tailback or the fullback. If you notice the fullback, right, he has to show right away pocket. Okay, in order to get the ball in order to receive the ball. Now a good drill is this. Okay, what I'm going to do is simulate a little bit. All right, I'm going to set a cone here where the center would be. I'm going to set a cone here where the offensive guard would be. I'm going to set a cone on this side where the other offensive guard would be. Okay, now I'm going to be the different technique. I'm going to be an inside shade right here. So now I can stand here, or I can have one of his teammates stand here. Come on up here real quick, Mitch. All right, so he's going to stand here, and he's going to be an inside shade. Get yourself in a breakdown position. Good football position, nice and low. Lower. Get yourself down. Okay, now he's an inside shade. Now, we're going to look to take the fullback dive now outside the inside shade, right? Because our blocker, okay, our blocker will be able to come on the defensive guard and should be able to turn him inside, right? So it's basically outside, and a little bit further outside dive. All right, here we go. Ready? Boom, right here, take it, and we go right off the outside the defensive guard. Now, we can do the same drill and move the defensive player outside, and now we know that the ball is going to hit up inside on this. Go ahead. Right here, form the pocket right here. Now, my only correction with the fullback is he's a little bit high. Right? If you're going to be a good running back, right, a good fullback, we have that fullback in here because he's a big old strong guy. So we want him to come out, but don't come up. Come out, don't come up. Let's go do it again, Marcus.
And one thing we don't want the pads clocking between the backs and the quarterbacks. We wanted a smooth transition. The quarterback and the fullback shouldn't be hitting because that's when turnovers occur. So we want nice and smooth right here. We shouldn't have any noise. It should be nice and smooth between the quarterback. The exchange, the quarterback and the running back should have a nice, smooth exchange.
Sit.
There you go.
The next running play that we're going to go over is the lead or the isolation. All right. Now, the major block out of the isolation is done with the fullback. So we have to go over the fullback in terms of how he's going to block a linebacker. First off, his alignment is at 3 yards again, the same as the fullback dive. He's in a 3-point stance again, the same as a fullback dive. All right. Now, his first step, okay, is if we're running an isolation to the right, is with his right foot. His left foot is what you call a push foot. So subconsciously, what he's going to do is put his weight on his left foot so he can take a step with his right foot. All right? So that's your push foot. So he's going to step, okay, and as he steps, he does not want to come up. He wants to come out and approach the linebacker. So step. All right? Now, the linebacker is going to see the read, and so what he's going to do is start working himself to the line of scrimmage. All right? So right about here, okay, be parallel, get down as a linebacker, all right? Now, fullbacks continues on a course, okay, continue on course to block the linebacker, all right, staying low. Now, okay, he'll raise his right shoulder, right, okay, as he's coming through, stepping on the toes of the linebacker, raise his right shoulder, head up, roll his hips, and drive block the linebacker off the line of scrimmage. Okay, on the isolation or lead, okay, our ball carrier, okay, is going to be our tailback. And he's the one who's going to get the ball the majority of the times out of an I formation. Okay, so now tailback's first step, right? Our first off, his stance is a 2-point stance. So we have him a 2-point stance, shoulder square, head up. We know we're running the isolation to the right, but what he wants to do is make a pre-snap read, because he never wants to sit here and stare where he's going to run the football. So you always make your pre-snap read, look from left to right, and make an evaluation of the defense so that you know where the hole's going to open. Okay, the first step with the tailback, okay, on the isolation is going to be a drop step. So what he does, he takes a drop step opposite the hole. This allows separation between the fullback and the tailback so that he can make his cut one way or the other. All right, his second step is with his left foot. If it's a left foot drop, okay, with the foot he takes the drop step on, coming forward. All right, come forward. All right, now we can form the pocket, right? Take the hand off. Okay, now what you're going to do as you continue, right? You've made the pre-snap read. You've made your read, right, on the block of the fullback, right? And now you're going to come through from the line of scrimmage to about 4 yards downfield. We're going to accelerate. Then once you accelerate, you're going to take it and go ahead and score. So we're going to break it into 4 components. Number 1 is the pre-snap read. Number 2 is the read of the block. Number 3 is the acceleration of the back. And number 4, we're going to teach that back to score. So we want that running back to go an extra 20, an extra 30 yards on every play.
Three things to know about the isolation for the quarterback. The quarterback should open at 5 o'clock and get the ball as deep as possible to the tailback. Second and most important thing in all running game, the quarterback should secure the ball, keep the ball in. Once the fullback passes, the quarterback, keep the ball into the pocket so you don't have a collision with the fullback. Get the ball as deep as possible to the tailback, and then once and finally, secure the ball into the tailback's pocket. Once the fullback, a lot of times when you're running isolation plays, whether left or right, the fullback's going to be passing you. And a lot of times that's where turnovers happen. So quarterback, as we mentioned in the fundamentals of playing the quarterback position, put the ball in the belly, seat the ball in the belly, and get the ball as deep as possible to the tailback. Secure the ball. Okay, as we're running the isolation, we have a quarterback for the drill now. Quarterback, we'll go through the same fundamentals, nice and tall under center, shoulder width apart, and remember the fundamentals. Once the fullback passes, it's our job to avoid any collisions with the fullback, and we want to get the ball as deep as possible to the tailback for the isolation play so that he can make the read on the fullback's block on the linebacker. So let's go through it on the first sound. First sound. Set. Perfect.
Okay, now we're gonna take the same play, run the isolation, right? Now to the left. Everything is exactly the same. Boom. Great job. Great job. Well done. Well done. Well done. Good job. Good block by the fullback. Good job by the tailback. Good job by the quarterback and center. Okay, our next play, okay, is what we call a toss sweep. All right? Now, what's going to happen on a toss sweep is going to be a little bit different because the full quarterback is actually going to toss the ball to the tailback. All right? Now, in order to make this play go, again, the key man out of the I formation is the fullback. The fullback has to make a hook block on the outside linebacker. In other words, we want to approach the outside linebacker and take him across the center. We want to take him back inside. Now, the first step with the fullback is with his outside foot. His right foot is his push step. All right, so subconsciously, he has his weight on his left foot. We're going to step with our right foot. Step with our right foot. Okay, now, our aiming point right now is for the outside shoulder of the outside linebacker. All right, so we want to approach the outside shoulder of the outside linebacker and turn him inside. Now, we want to make contact with our inside shoulder. So we want our inside shoulder up as we make contact and ride him back inside. All right, here we go from a three-point stance. All right, outside linebacker, we're going to come on you. We want the fullback to win the drill. Ready, set, go. Right here, approach. As he makes, we want to turn our hips, okay? Now, again, so we want to make contact. We want to make contact with your inside shoulder, inside arm. So the inside arm is up, right? And after we make contact, we want to use our outside arm to come in a little bit late and help turn the outside linebacker back inside. Now, I'm going to put the tailback in on the toss sweep. All right, now, the big thing you want to allow, again, is separation between fullback and tailback. All right, so the fullback's got to make his block. The tailback has to make the read off the block. So, again, if I'm a tailback, I'm thinking four things. Number one, pre-snap read. I want to see the alignment of my outside linebacker. Number two, I want to read the block of the fullback. Number three, I want to do the acceleration. And number four, I'm thinking score. All right? So here we go, toss sweep. Okay, ready, set, hit, step, boom. That's pretty good job, pretty good job. Let's go back, do it again. All right? All right, go ahead, quarterback. Boom, great job, well done. Okay, our next running play is what we call our angle play, okay, or you may refer to it as a slant or the power. I'm going to start teaching it with the quarterback, all right? Quarterback will come up to the line of scrimmage, okay, and he'll take the snap, all right? And now, with the quarterback, quarterback's feet are parallel to the line of scrimmage. We're gonna run a slant to the right on the first time through, so his push foot is going to be his left foot. So he's going to push off his left foot and open at about 45 degrees, okay, and come straight back at 45 degrees, and wants to hand the ball off to the tailback as deep as possible. Okay, once he hands the ball off to the tailback, the quarterback will turn and fake play action pass. Okay, next is our fullback. His depth is at 3 yards, and his job is to kick out the outside linebacker. His first step is with his outside foot, so therefore his push foot is his inside foot, so he'll step with his outside foot, and he wants to take his outside shoulder and drive that at the hip, inside hip of the defensive end. In other words, we're going to take the defensive end and kick him to the sidelines. All right? So let's walk through that one time. Step with your outside foot, drive for the inside hip of the defensive end, and kick him out to the sideline. Get your shoulder up, spread your feet on the drive, and continue on through. All right? Now, a common mistake with fullback we'll make at times, right? He'll come up instead of come out. So we want to make sure the fullback comes out, do not come up. Okay, the other thing that has to happen, his angle has to be an inside-out angle. Okay, we don't want to bow that and take an outside-in angle. So it has to be inside-out. So therefore, his aiming point is the inside shoulder of the outside linebacker with his outside shoulder. All right, next position is the tailback. Okay, tailback, he's the ball carrier on this play. He's back at 5 yards. His first step is an open step. And he takes the open step to allow separation between he and the outside and the fullback. All right, so he's going to take an open step. He's going to receive the handoff from the quarterback as deep as possible, make the pocket, and we're looking to take this play right off tackle. All right, so we're going to take, his aiming point is right on the outside hip then of the offensive tackle. All right, so let's try to put the whole thing together, and we'll show you how it looks, and we'll walk our way through it the first time. Now, again, our quarterback's push foot is going to be his right foot, so ready, set, hit, right foot, kick out, and go. All right, notice the block of the fullback. His hips were down, his head was up, and he's taking the outside linebacker all the way to the sideline. All right, let's go again about 3/4 speed. Ready? Close in a little bit, Lorenzo. Ready, set, hit, open, kick out, and up through. Good job.
All right, as we covered 3 and 5 step drop, there's a lot of similarities between the 3 and the 5 step drop. On each drop, the emphasis will be on that first step, gaining as much depth as possible. First step, I want to gain as much depth as possible. On a 3-step drop, it's 1, 2, 3, okay? Only difference in 5-step drop is the first 3 steps of the 5-step. I'm gaining as much depth as possible. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 2 steps always come together. In the 3-step, it's the last 2 steps that are coming together. In the 5-step, it's the last 2 steps that are coming together. So in a 3-step drop, the most important step is that first step. In the 5-step drop, it's those first 3 steps. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a 5-step drop. And in a 3-step drop, it's the first step. All right, so let's start with the 3-step drop. 3-step drop, gain as much depth as possible on that first step. Right underneath the center, let's get in nice and deep. Eyes downfield, thumb to thumb, and we'll go first snap count, we'll go first sounds, set, and we'll give me a 3-step drop. Set. Nice and tall, and eyes downfield. Good job. Nice and tall. Now, if you're going to the left side, one thing to remember, if you're a right-hand quarterback and you're going to the left side, you can open your hips up as you're going back. So if I'm going to the left side on a 3-step drop, it's 1, pivot off the second step, and I can throw to the left side, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you know you're going to the left side, you've made a pre-snap read, and you're underneath the center, it's 1, 2, 3, pivot, and open those hips up so you can face your target when you point to throw. So let's go 3-step drop, and you're throwing to the right side right now. And we'll get the hips open, crossover, gets gathered, 3 steps, first sound.
Set.
And he's throwing the ball. All right, now let's go 5-step drop. And just remember, in 5-step drop, it's an extension of the 3-step drop.
Set.
Good job. Now, just remember, after those 3 big steps, gather those last 2 quick, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just shorten those last 2 up, okay? I want you at about 6 or 7 yards on depth when you take this 5-step drop. Let's try it again.
Set.
There you go. There you go. The great thing about the 5-step drop routes is, just like a 3-step drop, we want to throw this on time. So when you hit that 5th step, if it's a hook, we're taking a 5-step drop and we're hitting. We're throwing the ball right off that 5th step, okay? So you're throwing, let's say, an inside route, which would be a hook, and you take a 5-step drop, hit the 5th step, and just throw, okay? 5 and throw, just 5, and just give me a motion. Just give me a motion of right here, okay?
Set.
Good job, good job.
Next, we have 3 pass patterns, okay, that we've put in for our running backs. Okay, now what we're trying to do with the 3 pass patterns we're working with here, we're working them off a 3-step drop. And off the 3-step drop, we want to try to isolate the linebacker. We want to try to isolate the running back on the linebacker off the 3-step drop. So the first play we're going to put in is called the wide. All right, so our running backs are in split backs. Okay, our quarterback, okay, will take a 3-step drop. He'll take a 3-step drop. We're in the wide position, and we're in split backs with the back. Now we'll do one side first and the other. Okay, now what's going to happen is the running backs have pass protection. So the first thing they have to do is step up with their inside foot. Step up for inside foot, look for linebacker on the blitz. Okay, if the linebacker doesn't come, now that gives him a free release. All right, so linebacker doesn't come. Now he's going to push off, right? And we want to get width of about 5 to 7 yards. Okay, 5 to 7 yards, catch the ball over the shoulder and turn upfield. All right, let's take it the other side. Okay, first off, we're going to work with the running back, right? First thing he has to look for is to pick up the linebacker. So he's going to step up inside foot. Okay, push off. Linebacker doesn't come. Now get width to the numbers. Get width to numbers. Get width to the numbers. There you go. Catch it. Tuck the ball. Turn upfield. All right, now let's try to put the whole thing together. We're going to do this off a 3-step drop. We'll do right side first. We'll do the right side first, and we'll do the left side second. All right, here we go with the wide. Ready on the quarterback's cadence.
Set.
Step, width, step, throw, catch. Good job. Well done. Okay. Now we run the same play to the other side. We'll run the wide. Remember, we'll really work it to the numbers. Okay. Get a horizontal stretch out of this. 3-step drop, quarterback.
Set.
Step up. Linebacker doesn't come. Good. Catch, tuck, and turn. Good. And score. Well done. Okay, our next play we're going to put in off the 3-step drop is what we call our angle route. Again, what we're trying to do, we're trying to isolate the running back on the linebacker. Quarterback's going to take a 3-step drop again. Now, what we're going to do with the running back, okay, instead of an inside step up, we're going to do an outside release. So running back is an outside release. The reason why you want the outside release is we have a mess inside here. We have guards, we have tackles, we have offensive linemen and defensive linemen. So what you have to do, you have to clear the mess. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to take an outside release. Okay, we're going to drive to about 2, continue to about 2 yards upfield, and then we're going to plant and take it back inside at about 45 degrees. All right, so it's a short pass. It's going to be underneath the linebacker, and basically all we're going to do is bend it back inside at 45 degrees and replace that linebacker. All right, ready, set, hit, 3-step drop, drive, and bring it right back. Catch and get yourself north and south. All right, let's take the other running back. Remember now, like we said, there's going to be a mess inside here, so we want to do everything we can to avoid the mess. There's guards and tackles, all kind of big bodies, so make sure we take a good outside release step with our outside foot. Ready? Set, hit, outside release, drive, now take it back inside. Catch, tuck, get yourself upfield, right? Again, zones work from inside out, so make sure we find that cavity once you catch the ball. Don't continue into the next linebacker. Okay, our next play, our next pass pattern for the running back, we call the flat route. Okay, for the quarterback, again, it's a 3-step drop. Now, the difference is instead of taking the running back inside on the angle, we're going to take him back outside on the flat route. What we're trying to do, we're trying to isolate this running back on the linebacker and try to give this linebacker a tough way to go. So therefore, he doesn't know now if we're going inside or if we're going outside. All right, now the quarterback will take a 3-step drop, and what's going to happen with the running back will do an outside release, the same as he does with the angle. So we want both plays to appear the same. Now the difference is the running back now will break the out pattern, and he'll break that flat down the line of scrimmage. All right, so you got to really sell that it looks the same as the angle. That's the whole key to the play. Ready? Here we go. On the quarterback, set, hit. Okay, drive. Now break it out. Right there. Good. All right. Now let's come back the other side. We'll go 3/4 speed right here. Then we'll turn it up and try to go full speed with it. All right. Here we go. Feet at 4. Ready? Set, hit. Outside release. Drive. Now take it right out. Keep yourself flat down the line of scrimmage. Once you catch the ball, tuck it. Turn, ball on the outside arm, and you become a tailback, the same as running the ball. Basically, what it is almost is an extended handoff. Okay, now here we go. Let's go full speed. All right, ready? Set, hit, go. Drive right here, catch, turn, good. Key points again with the running back, okay? It's the same as a handoff or same as a wide receiver. Catch the ball, tuck, turn, and look to score.
Good job, good job, good job.